Hey guys, so happy AYearAthon. Like I said, I would be vlogging for this month's theme, and it is currently 12:37 in the morning on Monday morning. I wanted to start fresh, so I just got home after hanging out with my boyfriend for Canada Day. So before I go to sleep, I'm going to try and get some reading done. So the theme for this week is TBR catch-up, and I'm using that as an opportunity to read some of the books that I said I would read in the previous months. But first, I am going to finish reading Speak, the graphic novel by Laurie Halse Anderson, and I'm about 250 pages into this, so I actually think I'm going to finish it before I go to bed. I don't feel too tired, plus it's really hot in my house, so I don't think I'll be sleeping anytime soon, but I think I'm going to finish that, and I'll check in after. Okay, so 10:30 Monday morning. I did fall asleep last night before I got a chance to vlog, but I did finish reading Speak, the graphic novel by Laurie Halse Anderson and Emily Carroll. So this is a story I'd read before and I really enjoyed, but when I saw the graphic novel had come out, I had to read it, and I loved it so much more than I did the original novel. And I think it's because so much of the illustration just adds so much to the narrator's perspective and the struggles that she's going through and how dark she's feeling. And it was just so well done. Whoops, sorry. So I ended up giving this 5 stars. So right now it is still like 41 degrees this early in the morning. So I'm gonna go head over to Starbucks to get some homework done because it is air conditioned. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys after. Okay, so another update. It is currently 20 minutes to 11 on Monday night, and we are nearing the end of the first day of AYearAthon. So I finished a book already, which is very exciting, and I've picked up again Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. I am 190 pages in, and it's 370 about, but I'm not loving it. So I said I'd give it around 200 pages, and I'm pretty much there, and I'm not convinced on continuing to read it. But the reviews on Goodreads are so great that I might give it another couple of chapters, but I just don't care about the plot or anything like that. So I don't know. I spent all day doing homework outside of my house, so now I am home and might read another chapter or so before bed, or just turn on some Netflix and sleep because I have a very busy day tomorrow. But yeah, that's it for day 1. I would call it a success, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Hey guys, so coming to you from my car. It is about 12:30 on Tuesday afternoon, so day 2 of the AYearAthon, and I just finished some errands with my boyfriend. I've been out of my house since about 8 o'clock this morning, and then I spent the last hour in Starbucks doing some studying because I have an exam tomorrow. And now I am off to the post office to pick up a very exciting package from Bloomsbury that I've been holding on to since like Thursday. The post office has had it, maybe Friday night, but because it was Canada Day weekend, this is the first day that they're open. So very excited to go get my hands on that. So I did get, I think, like 1 or 2 chapters read of Eliza and Her Monsters while doing errands, and it's still meh. I think I will DNF it, which is really unfortunate, but it's just not my taste right now. Okay, so again in my car, because I picked up my package and I'm very excited about it. So I want to open it. I don't know if I can get it opened. So like I said, this package is from Bloomsbury, and they sent me Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets in the cute little Hufflepuff editions. So they kindly sent 2. So I have the paperback, which is black and yellow, and then the hardcover, which is yellow and black and has the colors on both of the spines. So they asked if I would be interested in receiving these because July 2nd, so yesterday as I'm filming this, was the 20th anniversary of the Chamber of Secrets, which I can't believe is 20 years old, and asked if I would like a copy in my house colors, and I said yes, of course, and obviously I am a Hufflepuff. So I am so excited to have these. They are gorgeous, and I can't wait to add them to my collection. So thank you, Bloomsbury. Hey guys, so it is 11:06 on Tuesday night, and I've been kind of busy today. It ended up being a lot more than I originally expected, but something really exciting is I started bullet journaling. I got a sudden inspiration to start one. I've always kind of wanted to do one, and I've been watching Alyssa's on her Instagram and Snapchat and stuff lately, so I decided I'm gonna do one too. and I did get a little bit more reading done. I'm like 210 pages into Eliza and Her Monsters and still not loving it, so I think I'm gonna call it quits. Unfortunately, I'm just not feeling it. That's my update for day 2. Tomorrow I'm either going to start Glimpse or I don't remember what else was on my TBR, but I'm thinking Glimpse just because it's something a little bit darker. But yeah. Good morning. So it is about 10 minutes after 9 on Wednesday morning, so day 3 of AYearAthon and like day 5 or 6 of this heat wave we have going on. So I'm going to stay at home for the first little bit of my day, and then as it gets hotter I'll probably go like to the library or back to Starbucks. But I've decided that I'm going to pick up Glimpse by Carol Lynch Williams. This one I think is a thriller written in verse, so it should make for a very quick read and help me catch up on my TBR. So, like I said, I did end up DNF-alizing in Her Monsters. So I've read one book, DNF'd another one, and it's only day 3. So hopefully I can finish this one today, and then I think I'm going to start Restore Me after that. Yeah, that's where I'm at for the day. Hey guys, so Wednesday night update. It is about 7:15, and I had a pretty busy day. I ended up going to the mall and running some errands, buying some new summer clothes, and then I went to the library, picked up a couple of things. But while there, because it was air conditioned, I started reading Glimpse. I got about 100 pages through, written in verse, which makes it a very quick read. I was also working on my blog and doing some other stuff today while I was out. While I was at the mall though, I did end up buying 2 books, so I will feature these in a book haul on my personal channel, but I will show you quickly. I got The Mist by Stephen King in this cool edition, and it is much shorter than I thought. I watched the movie with my dad years ago when it was on Netflix, and I loved it, so I'm really interested in reading the actual story since it is so short. And then I also got Aftermath by Kelly Armstrong. This is her new release that was one of my most anticipated and has been sold out in like all of my local bookstores, so when I saw it there I had to grab it. So my plans for the rest of the night is working more on my bullet journal, getting all of that set up how I want it, and then going to bed because I work tomorrow morning, so I'm probably just gonna put on some Friends, work on my journal, and then call it a night. So goals for tomorrow is working until 4:30 and then hopefully finishing Glimpse so that I can start something else on Friday, but I do work all weekend. I work tomorrow straight through until Monday, so my reading's gonna slow down a little bit, but I'm still determined to keep it going. Good morning. It is Friday at about 8:30 in the morning. I don't think I vlogged at all yesterday, Thursday. I had the longest day that was just all over the place. So I worked from 8:30 to 4:30, went out for dinner with my mom, hung out with my boyfriend, came home, was going to go to the gym, and ended up dropping my laptop on my toe, and I'm pretty sure my toe is now broken, if not severely sprained, because it is still bruised and throbbing, and that was about 13 hours ago. So that's been really unfortunate. But yes, I got no reading done yesterday because of that. I am still working on my bullet journal, which I am like obsessed with. So I'm still reading Glimpse, which I'd really like to finish today. I don't work until later this afternoon, so because it is still so early that I'm awake, I feel like I can shower, get all my shit together, work on my bullet journal for a bit, and still finish that book. So I'm going to do some reading now while I have some breakfast, and then work on my planning, and then hopefully read again. Hey guys, so it is Saturday at about 20 minutes to 3, and I just got home from work. I left work 2 hours early because my foot is bothering me so bad and I'm getting such a headache. So sorry I haven't been vlogging as much as I should have been. I don't even know if I vlogged at all yesterday. Yesterday was a very, very long day, and I spent it mostly sitting with my foot elevated, trying to get the swelling down, and then I worked last night. So I'm still reading Glimpse, and I'm still about 200 pages through. Because I have a headache, I don't know if I'm going to be reading right now. I might just relax and lay down for a little bit, but I am definitely not going to bed until I finish Glimpse. It is written in verse, and it is short. Not short, but like it's a small book, so it should be easy to fly through, and I want to start something else. So probably just gonna relax, take it easy, catch up on everything on my phone, and then I will check in later. Hey guys, so it is almost midnight on Saturday night going into Sunday morning, which means we are in the last 24 hours of July's readathon, And like I said, I would not be going to bed until I finished reading Glimpse by Carol Lynch Williams, and I did. It was about 500 pages-ish, I think, and written in verse. But it took me so long to read, I could not really get into this story. I didn't care for the characters Hope or Lizzie, which is really unfortunate because it is kind of like a mental illness story, and I usually do pretty well with those because of my connection to them, but that one I just didn't like. I give it 2 out of 5 stars. But yes, now I get to go to sleep because I have to wake up for work in about 7 hours and don't know what book I'm going to start tomorrow. I want to read something that I know I will get finished in like the 10 hours I'll have between finishing work and the end of a readathon, but I don't know. Maybe Restore Me, maybe Thinner by Stephen King. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I'm off to bed, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning. Okay, so Sunday night, it is the last night of AYearAthon at almost 20 minutes to 9, and I've done a lot of nothing today. As I mentioned yesterday, I did work today and then just decided to be lazy, and I'm actually super tired right now, even though it's still right outside. So I haven't done any reading, but I think I've decided that I'm going to start Restore Me by Tahara Mafi, the 4th book in the Shadow Me series. I don't know. My week looks like it's going to be a little bit light this week, so I think it'll be a good time to start it and get completely sucked in, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this world continues. So I'm hoping this isn't my last vlog for the night. I don't imagine I'll go to sleep right now. I wanted to stay up till midnight so that I could say I started the readathon at midnight, finished it at midnight, but that might be overly optimistic considering how tired I am. Hey guys, so it is Monday now. AYearAthon for July is over, and I didn't have as good of a week as I was hoping to. When I said that I was gonna vlog, I figured I'd have like a week full of reading and besides homework and all of the usual stuff, but I think the heat wave just really set me back. I had a hard time focusing because of how hot I was, and I didn't spend a lot of time in my house, so I was always like out at Starbucks or the library doing homework. So this week just felt kind of flat for me, but I did read technically 2.5 things, so I'm going to give you my wrap up. First, I read Speak, the graphic novel. This is by Laurie Halse Anderson, art by Emily Carroll, and I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I loved this so much and talked more about it in the earlier part of my vlog, but I did post a couple pictures on Instagram while I was reading it and really enjoyed this. I DNF'd a book this week, and that was Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. This one was a really hard one for me to let go because it came so highly requested and so overly hyped, but I think it was just that. I think it was too much, and I couldn't relate to the characters. I didn't care about Monstrous Sea or whatever comic book series, I think that's what it was called. I just didn't care. Like, it says her story is a phenomenon, her life is a disaster, but I didn't get that vibe, and I read like 210 pages. I got about halfway and I couldn't see where in her life disaster had struck. So YA cliche, too much for me. And then the last book that I finished was Glimpse by Carol Lynch Williams. This one, again, took me forever to read, and I don't know if it was just that I didn't enjoy it or if it was the heat or a collection of things, but I gave this book 2 out of 5 stars. I just felt very disconnected from it, and I knew everything that was going to happen. This was my reading for the last 7 days. If you enjoyed seeing it done in a vlog style, make sure you let me know, and I will continue, and potentially more of our moderators will do it, but I enjoyed it. I feel like it kept me accountable, and it definitely motivated me more to read because I wanted to have something to talk about, if that makes sense. I wasn't necessarily like pushing myself to read in the way that I'd get in a reading slump, but that I just wanted to like sit and watch Netflix and work on my bullet journal, but instead I was like, no, I really should read and finish a book today. So I enjoyed it in that aspect, and I'd be okay with doing it again. Maybe I'll even start as of filming this one again. But yeah, that's everything I wanted to say. So if you joined us for AYearAthon, make sure you let me know what book was your favorite that you read last week, or even if you didn't join us, what has been your favorite book so far this month in July. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you, if not next week, next month with my August wrap up. Bye!